넘어섰다. 넘어섰다. 요가 수드라 23 book 3. 그러면 마이트리양 디슈 발라니 마이트리 가루노 무디타티 티스로 바바나스 따트람 푸테슈 소키테슈 마이트림 바바이트밤 마이트리 발람 라파테 두허키테슈 가루놈 바바이트밤 가루노 발람 라파테 보누여시 레슈 무디땅 바바이트밤 무디땅 발람 라파테 바바나타흐 사마티리아흐 사미야 마스타토 발라니아바는 티아비리앙 발라니아바는 티아비리앙누이 자야는데 빠빠시레슈 베쿠슈 나투 바바나엠 따따시장 따시양 나스티 사마티티아토 나 발라무 베쿠셔 따스따트람 사미야마 바바디티 넘어섰다. Upon friendliness and other powers. Upon friendliness and others' powers. Okay. Friendliness and compassion and joy are the three sentiments. As to these, by feeling friendliness for living beings who are in happiness, it discovers the power of friendliness. By feeling compassion for those in pain, it discovers the power of compassion. By feeling joy for those who are disposed to merit, it discovers the power of joy. As a result of the sentiments, there arises the constraint, which is concentration, and from it there arise powers of unfailing energy. Indifference, however, for those disposed to evil is not one sentiment. I'm gonna make this work somehow. Okay, I'm just gonna say indifference, however, for those disposed to evil is not a sentiment, and therefore there is no concentration upon it. For this reason, since it is impossible to perform constraint upon it, there is no power resulting from indifference. Okay, Bhagavatam next. Today's literature reading is Shrimad Bhagavatam, one of the three major literature concentration. I'm focusing on Shrimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, and Ramayana, and then for the fourth reading I'm alternating for different literature. Okay, Bhagavatam, book 4, hymn 35. Oops, what did I do? Namaste. Ihopang yang tang shabaso napang tah sao tanan banan rapavo pang mangapang putam asaminan hi pah savane ratanateyam kamanan tubinandaramanu go madasah 아가는 푸너미하 라트나테야마 푸드 소마시양 수슈다시양 비디허 수크르디양 양음 야트스바 파시양 양음 야트스바 파시양 양음 자무 에감 비자크랑 자마삼 자툴탕 비아크르노탐 자마삼 자툴탕 사케 비 시쿠슈에티아브라비탕 아타이탕 방장 아무로타시양 빠는탕 가놈 대방나 모르파바흐 수하스탕 대방나 모르파바흐 수하스땅흐 기무마야흐 스베츠 자마삼 에셔 앙상 얌강 비에나 짜뚜로 비자크람 아탕암 수누트밤 사바남 마당양 빵땅 라파보 마투나흐 소미아시암 샤지양 깔땅 비따랑 유방낭 샤지양 깔땅 자마삼 대바빵남 샤지양 하리 타누따라 바땅 실두아는드라 방하 버르파보 타누따라 바따 실두아는드라 방하 버르파보 방자라트나흐 요바흐 수노티아 피피트베 아흐낭 디브람 방자사흐 사바남 마당얌 따스마이 라이무르 파바흐 살바비라마 따꾸셨다 부르쇼노 마는다사나흐 프랑타흐 수타마 피보 하리야시밤 마티암디남 사바남 깨발람 댐 사무르 푸피흐 비바스밤 라드나 테피흐 사키무리양 이는드라 짜끄르 슈에 수끄르 디앙 예 대방소 아파바땅 수끄르 디앙 시에낭 이베다티 디비 니슈에담 데 라드남 당아땅 샤바소 나빵아따흐 사우타는 바난 아파바땅 머르땅 사흐 야드드르디얌 사바남 라드나테야 마끄르 누어트밤 스바파시앙 수하스땅흐 나드르 파바흐 파리슈이프담 방 에타트삼 마데피리는드리야 피흐 비바트밤 나마소트 Come hither, O ye sons of strength, ye Rapus, stay not afar, ye children of Sutanban. At this libation nature give the treasure, like gladdening draughts approach you after Inandras. Hither is come the Rapus gift of riches, here was the drinking of the well-pressed Soma. Since by dexterity and skill as craftsmen ye made the single chalice to be fourfold. Ye made fourfold the chalice that was single. Ye spake these words and said, O friend, assist us. Then Mahajas gained the path of life eternal that tendered upwards to the God's assembly. Out of what substance was that chalice fashioned which ye made fourfold by your art and wisdom? Now for the gladdening draught, pass out the liquor, and drink a rapus of the meat of Soma. Ye with your cunning made your parents youthful, the cup for gods to drink ye formed with cunning rapus rich in treasure, fashioned the two swift tawny steeds who carry Inandran. Whoso pours out for you, when days are closing, the sharp libation for your joy, O Bhajas. For him, Almighty Rapus, ye, rejoicing, have fashioned wealth with plenteous store of heroes. Lord of base steeds, at dawn the juice thou drankest. Thine, only thine, is the noonday libation. Now drink thou with the wealth-bestowing Rapus, whom for their skill thou madest friends, O Inandran. Ye, whom your artist's skill hath raised to Godhead, have set you down above in heaven like falcons. So give us riches, children of Sutanamban, O sons of strength, ye have become immortal. The third libation that bestoweth treasure, which ye have won by skill, ye dexterous-handed. This drink hath been effused for you, O Rapus. Drink it with high delight, with joy like Inandrans. Namaste. Cool. Upanishad next time. Okay, Chanandogi Upanishad, Book 7, Canada 14. After this is chanting session 2. Namaste. Āmēn. Bhava Samarad Puyasya Shadato Vai Samaro Manandranatite Kaimanui Gurute Puturam Shejam Pashum Shejaja Chatam Imam Jam Lokamamum Jaja Chatam Shamupasasavati Sangyam Sham Brahmeti Upasata Shayang Siang Saibe Kama Samuratianantiamokam Samuratianantiamokam Siang Shishu Pavananti Yavadan Shayang Gatam Tatra Siang Yata Gamacharo Pavati Ya Asham Brahmeti Upasadasati Bhagavan Ashayang Puya Ityang Shayang Bhava Puyosati Taname Bhagavanam Brabhitaviti. Namaste. Iti Jaturdashaha Karandaha. Hope, assuredly, is more than memory. When kindled by hope, verily, memory learns the sacred sayings. One performs sacred works, longs for sons and cattle, for this world and the yonder. Reverence hope. He who reverences hope as Brahma. Through hope, all his desires prosper. His wishes are not unavailing. As far as hope goes, so far he has unlimited freedom. He who reverences hope as Brahma. Is there, sir, more than hope? There is assuredly more than hope. Do you, sir, tell me it? Okay, next and last is Shrimad Bhagavatam. I just hope that it's not too long. The last one was like 79 shlokas. And Shrimad Bhagavatam is one of the hottest Vedic literature. Okay, so book 4, chapter 25. I'm gonna go to 26, yeah, 62, that's a lot. So it's gonna be really long. Alright, well, I'll get started and see what happens. And maybe I'll get lucky and make it go fast. So it's been 17 minutes right now. Let's see how fast I can do it. 17 minutes, starting now. Namaste. Namo Bhagavato Bhagavate Vasudevaya Panchavimshotyaya. That's what I get for trying to get faster. Maitiraya Uvacham Iti Sanandishya Bhagavan Balhishadaira Pipu Balhishadaira Pipu Jitaha Balhishadaira Pipu Jitaha Vashyatam Rajaputranam Tataraivanan Dadalte Daldate Tataraivanan Daldate Tataraivanan Daldate Tataraivanan Daldate Haraha Rudra Gitam Bhagavatah Sutotram Salve Prachetasaha Jabmadantasatem Tapasate Pulbashwa Tapasate Pulbashwa No Mayutam Jale Pranchina Bahishwam Pranchina Bahisham Kushatatah Kalmasava Sakatama Nasama Narado Tiat Matat Narado Tiat Matat Vajinyaha Narado Tiat Matat Vajinyaha Gurpaluha Pratyabotayat Shireyasatavam Katamadurajana Kaimana Tamana Ihasa Tuhakahaniha Sukha Bapatiha Shireyasatanan Henam Neha Shireyasatanan Neha Jeshuyatam Rajovacham Na Janami Mahabhaga Param Kaima Pavidhatiha Kaima Pavidhatiha Bruhi Me Vimalam Jinyanam Yana Mutyayam Kaima Piha Guruheshu Gutta Taimeshu Putradara Tanai Tatiha Putradara Tanai Tatiha Na Param Vinandate Mudva Pramyanan Samsara Valtamasu Narada Uvacham Poha Prajampate Rajana Pashuna Pashyante Vayatavare Samjinya Pitan Jiva Sangankana Samjinya Pitan Jiva Sankana Nilkurunuana Sahasrashaha Etatevam Samamprati Kushanante Samarananto Vaishasam Tavam Samampareta Mayaha Kutai Samampareta Mayaha Kutai Shichinandanan Tiyutatita Manyavaha Samanpare tamaya gu to ishe chinen danen tiu. Samanpare tamaya gu to ishe chinen danen tiu titang mania baha. Very hard. Samanpare tamaya gu to ishe chinen danen tiu titas mania baha. Samanpare tamaya gu to ishe chinen danen tiu tita mania baha. Aterantem Gathaye Shuya Mumi Dihansam Gathaye Shuya Mumi Dihansam Purantanam Puranjana Siyan Charitam Nibotan Gadato Mamam Sit Puranjano Nama Rajana Purohacha Charabaha Tasya Vijinya Tanama Sit Sakha Vijinya Tachat Shituitaha Tasya Vijinya Tanama Sit Sakha Vijinya Tachat Shituitaha Tasya Vijinya Tanama Sit Sakha Vijinya Tachat Shituitaha Sonam Veshamanaha Charanam Vaprama Prativim Prapuha Nanurupam Yada Vinandada Putasa Vimanam Ivam Na Santu Menataha Shaivan Putale Yavatiha Puraha Kamana Kamayamano sao tasyo papatatayam San ekadang imavato takushuyene shivan takushuyinue shivatan san de shu tadaishan nava pil devant pihe puram lakushonam Prankaro Pavana Tritvala Parikarai Kaira Kusha Toranoiha. Wow. Prankaro Pavana Tritvala Parikaira Kusha Toranoiha. Prankaro Pavana Tritvala Parikaira Kusha Toranoiha. Prakaro Pavana Tala Parikaira Kushatorano Iha Savana Pian Yasaiha Shurangangaiha Sangankulam Salvato Kuruhaiha Nila Sepatui Kabail Nila sepatui kabai duri amokatan marakatan runaiha Kulapatan halmias talim Tipatam Shiriyang Bhagavati mivam Sapa Jata Wait, Google. I wanna double check this. Is it the style? Is it 15? Chapter 25. Gulito. That's my guess. Gulito. 15. Gulipatan. Okay, never mind. Gulipatan. Okay. I did it right. Or according to their right. This is not like usual writing, I don't think. Gulapata Haimiasa Talim. Tipatam. Shiriyang. Bhagavati mivam. Sapa Jata. Sapa Jata Vararatiam Pira Grida Yatana Panoiha. Wow. Sapa Jata Vararatia Piran Grida Yatana Panoiha Jaitya Tvaja Patan Jaitya Tvaja Patan Ka Piriukatan Viduru Mabedi Piha Purian Setu Pahio Pavanem Tibia Duru Malatan Kulem Tibia Duru Malatan Kulem Nada de Vihanganga Likula Kola Hala Jala Shayam Nada de Vihanganga Nikula Kola Hala Jala Shayam Nada de Vihanganga Nikula Kola Hala Jala Shayam Imanil Jara Bipurusha Matakusumaraban Yunaim Imanil Jara Bipurusha Bang Imanil Jara Bipurusha Matakusumaraban Makara Bayunaim Bayuna. Wow. Yeah, this is one of the hardest Vedic literature. Imanil Jara Bipurusha Mata Kusumara Karaim Kusuma Karaban Yunai Kusuma Karaban Yunai Imanil Jara Bipurusha Mata Kusum Imanil Jara Bipurusha Mata Kusuma Karaban Yunai Imanil Jara Bipurusha Mata Kusuma Rakaran. Oh man. Okay. Imanil Jara Bipurusha Mata Kusuma Karaban Yunaim Jalata Paraban Labita Pana Lini Nata Samampadi Jalata Paraban Labita Jalata Paraban Labita Pana Nalini Panalini Jalata Paraban Labita Panalini Tata Samampadi Panalini. Yeah. Na Ranuya Muruga Brataira Na Bate Na Ranuya Muruga Brataira Na Taira Na Bate Na Ranuya Muruga Brataira Na Bate Muni Brataiha Ahutam Manyate Bananto Yatra Kokilaku Jitaiha Yaduracha Chayang Gatam Tatra Dadaisha Brahma Dotatamam Purutiyal Dasha Piran Yananti Mekaika Shatana Yakaiha. Yeah, it's really hard. Purutiyal Dasha Piran Yananti Mekaika Shatana Yakaiha. Purutiyal Dasha Piran Yananti Mekaika Shatana Yakaiha. Panchashil Shahinam Guputam Pratiharena Saivataha. Anambeshamana Murusha Pama Prautvam Anambeshamana Murusha Pama Anambeshamana Murusha Pama Prautvam Anambeshamana Murusha Pama Prautvam Kamarupinuim Sunasam Sudatim Palam Sukapolam Parananam Samavinyasa no Pyam Vipratim Gunandala Shiriyam Vishanganganibim Sushronuim Sushronuim Shyamam Kalakamekalam Padapyam Gavanadatyam Jalatim Nupuraldavatamibam Setanam Vyanjitakaishoram Samabharatatam Niranantaram Pasataranantanam Nikuhanantim Puridoyam Gajagaminim Tamaha Lalitam Viraha Saburida Samita Shopanam Sinigatana Pangangapungankanam Sapurashataha Paramoda Pramada Provan Paramoda Pramada Provan Gan Devam Ganjapalan Shakushwi Kasyan Siha Kutaha Sati Imam Pampurim Pirukim Tikil Shasi Shamsan Mem Gan Etenupatan Yetan Ekan Dasha Mahapatoh Etan Ban Lalana Supro Goyam Tehiha Puraha Saraha Devam Uril Pavanya Siap Tavan Graman Uril Pavanya Siap Tavan Devam Uril Pavanya Siap Tavan Graman Patim Vijinan Bati Kim Muni Badraho Manem Devadang Devadang Kri Kama Buddha Samasata Kalam Kama Devadang Kri Kama Buddha Samasata Kama Gava Padma Koshaha Paditaha Garant Nasam Barulvaniataman Puvisaparaka Purimiman Viravarena Sakam Aihasya Langan Kaitu Mada Prakaimano Jeez, wow. Aihasya Langan Kaitu Mada Prakaimano Lokam Param Shiririva Yajinya Pumsam Yadesha Mapanganga Biki Vikanandui Tananduriyam Mapanganga Vikanandui Tananduriyam Sabrida Pava Samita Vipramad Purut Boem Sabrida Pava Samita Vipramad Purubam Devayo Pasarashutva Bhagavana Manopavaha Brahma Tattetanu Gruhana Brahma Tattetanu Gruhana that time Brahma Tattetanu Gruhana Shopanem Devadananam Supuru Sutara Lochanam Pialamambi Nila Lakaburananda Samburatama Nila Lakaburanandam Nila Lakaburananda Samburatama Ununiyam Me Taishayam Parugu Vachakam Yaduburi Doyam Na Pimukam Shuchisamitem Naradam Uvancham halfway through. Itatam Puranjanam Nari Yang Jamanamati Rabat Apiananandata Tam Biram Hasananti Biramohitam Na Bima Vidam Payam Samyak Kaltaram Purushashapam Atmanashacham Parasyampi Kotram Namacha Yatakratam Ihadya Sanantamatmanam Vidama Natatah Param Yeneyam Limitam Piran Puri Sharanamatmanah Ete Sakhayah Sakhyo Me Naran Nariyashicha Manadam Supatayam Mayi Jagalti Nagoyam Palayana Purim Dishituya Gatosi Padram Te Gramian Kamana Pipusis Hase Kamana Pipusase Udvahishuyami Dam Seteham Svabanan tu Piradi Nindaman Svabanan tu Piradi Nindaman Imam Devamatish Tasavan Purim Navamukim Bipo Mayopani Dan Guruhunah Gama Pogan Shatam Samah Gam Nu Devadaniam Ramaye Yaratijinyamakubidam Asamam Paraya Pimukha Mashava Satana Bidam Asamam Paraya Pimukha Mashava Asamam Paraya Pimukha Asamam Paraya Pimukha Mashava Satana Bidam 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 Pashum Palmum Yatrai Takamam Jam Prajananando Muratam Yashah Lokan Bishokan Virajan Yanana Kevalino Viduha Petra Devashui Maltianam Petra Devashui Maltianam Putanamatmanashecham Kushwamyam Padananti Charanam Pavesamina Yadaguraha Shiramaha Ganga Nama Pira Pikyantam Padanyam Puriyadarshanam Na Kurunuitam Puriyam Prapatam Madurashi Devadrasham Patim Kasyam Manasate Puvi Pogi Pogayoha Satriyam Nam Sajjad Puja Yol Maha Pujam Sajjad Sajjad Puja Yol Maha Pujam Sajjad Puja Yol Maha Pujam Yona Tabalga Timalam Kronodu Tatta Smita Balokyanam Jaratya Pohitum Naradan Upancham Iti Tam Damampati Tatara Samudya Samayam Mitaha Tangam Paravishyam Purim Rajana Mumudante Shatam Samaha Upagiyamano Lalitam Tatara Jan Gaya Kaiha Gridwana Pariburataha Sutri Pihura Huran Sutri Pihuradini Sutri Pihura Huran Sutri Pihuradini Ma Bishad Chujau Shatu Chujau Sutri Pihuradini Ma Sutri Pihuradini Ma Bishad Chujau Saputo Paring Gurutang Duvarah Parasatasyan Sutu Duve Ataha Purataga Vishaya Gatyaltam Tasyam Yaha Kashachane Shivaraha Manchaduvan Rasutu Parasatiyam Takushuinoi Kangam Tatatotaram Pasachimam Devam Amushwam Te Namani Nirapa Balnoyam Kadiota Pilmuki Jan Pragadavara Bekatra Nimitam Pragadavara Bekatra Nimitam Vipranjitam Janapadam Yanti Tampyam Tiumatu Sakha Nalini Jan Pragadavara Bekatra Nimitam Avatu Tasakasatan Pyam Vishayam Yanti Saurapama Mukyam Nama Purasata Devasataya Panabafu Danai Danau Purasata Devasataya Panabafu Danau. Okay. I keep getting harassed. I'm trying to get out of here as soon as possible. It's very hard to find a place nowadays, but I'll try anyway. But yeah, if you hear any breaks, it's not primarily because of me, it's because I live in a bad neighborhood. I get harassed all the time. People won't leave me alone. I'm like, people think I'm their slave or something. I live in a third world country called America in New York City. So it's sad, but it's my reality right now. I have, I have my karmic retributions because of things done to me. I'm counting everything, so it's all good in the end, but it just sucks. These people need to die. I mean, if you hate Sanskrit, you need to die. If you hate what I'm reciting, you need to die. I'm sorry, because this is not a human language. This is God's language. If you hate God, you probably need to die. Just my opinion. Okay, here we go. That's 3 minutes wasted. That's what torture is. Torture is when you push the envelope a little bit, and after a few weeks it clicks. The victim says, "Ow, that hurts," and then everything goes downhill from there. It's been a few weeks, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but at least I'm live streaming everything, recording everything. Just that if I heal, everybody's gonna look at this, and hopefully they'll see how monstrous some humans are living right in your backyard. I'm sorry. Here we go. Continuing from 49. Mukhyan Nama Purasata Devasataya Panabahu Danau. Purasata Devasataya Panabahu Danau. Vishayam 양띠 보라라 들어 사진념 밑바나는 비따흐 보라라 들어 들어 보라라 들어 사진야 밑바나는 비따흐 베트러 훌 너르밤 보리영은 드발 다크 수인원은 보란자나흐 랑아셔트람 다크 수인어 반짱람 양아띠 슈르타 타라는 비따흐 데바훌 나마 보리영은 드방은 우드따레너 보란자나흐 랑아셔트러 무드따라 반짱람 양아띠 슈르타 타라는 비따흐 수리 나마 파시자 드드바스타 양아띠 보란자나흐 그라마캄 나마 비셔얌 둘마데나 사마는 비따흐 릴라틸 나마 파시자 드드바스타 양아띠 보란자나흐 바이샤삼 나마 비셔얌 루브타케나 사마는 비따흐 아는타바미შვ음 바우라놈 닐바그 베샤스 그르타 부페오 닐바그 베샤 그르타 부페오 아그샤는 바타 마티파티스타 피암 야티 카로티짱 삼 얄히아는 따흐 뿌라가툼 비슈지나 사마는 비따흐 모함 프라사담 할샴 반 야티 자야드 마조드 파바무 자야트 마조드 파바무 에밤 깔마수 삼사크따흐 까마트만 반치토부타흐 마히슈이 야디야디 따테하 야디야디 하탄 따뜻따데바는 바발따땀 따뜻따데바는 바발따땀 그바치트 빠마는 띠앙 그바치트 비바는 띠앙 이바티 마디랑 마다비흐발라흐 아시나는 띠앙 그바치 다시나티 다쿠샤티앙 그바치 다시나티 자쿠샤티앙 사하 자쿠슈이티 그바치 가야티 가야는 띠앙 루다티 그바치트 타사는 띠앙 그바치드 타사는 띠앙 하사티 자를 빠는 띠앙마누 자를 빠티 그바치드 타바티 타바는 띠앙 드슈타는 띠앙마누 드슈타티 아누 샤템 샤야나야마는 바스템 그바치당 사티마 그바치제 추르노팀 슈르는 바는 띠암 바샤는 띠아마누 바샤팀 그바치제 지크라팀 그바치제 지크라티 지크라는 띠암 스프로샤는 띠암 스프로샤티 그바치트 그바치제짬 쇼차팀 자야마누 쇼차티 디나바트 아누 후루슈야는 띠암 무디타마누 모다템 위프라부토 마이 슈여밤 슈여이 마이 슈여이밤 Sarva Prakriti Vanchitaha, Sarva Prakriti Vanchitaha. I don't want to say that because this is the last shloka, so I could take some time. Oof. So I got through, with all the interruptions. I've been in several interruptions. I didn't voice it, but this is not a safe environment to do what I do. Started at 17 minutes. So like 20, 30 minutes, 33 minutes almost, 34. 62 shlokas in 35 minutes. That's not too bad. Without the interruptions, I could have done it, I could have saved 5 minutes for sure. Alright, so now I know what my bill is. Vipralabato, Mahishuya Ivam, Mahishuya Ivam, Sarva Prakriti Vanchitahu, Nachachanananu Karoti Ajinyahu, Nachachanananu Karoti Ajinyahu, Gulai Bianta Garida Murugo Yatang, Gulai Bianta Garida Murugo Yatang. Okay. Namaste. Not bad. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamsyam Samitang Yang Jatultasakanante Puranjano Pakhyane Panchavimshotyāyahu. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my physical copy because I don't have there's no digital translation unless you pay for it or something like that. So, yeah. $62 is a lot. Anything over 40 is a lot, I think. Or anything over 50 is a lot. Anything over 50 is a lot. Okay, here we go. Discourse 25. Maitreya continued. Should clear my head a little. Okay, better. Maitreya continued. Having thus instructed the Prachetas and duly worshipped by them, Lord Shiva disappeared on that very spot while the princess stood gazing, repeating the hymn of praise to the Lord, sung by Shri Rudra. All the Prachetas practiced austerities for a myriad years, standing in water. O Vidura, the sage Narada, a knower of the truth of the spirit, and compassionate by nature, admonished Prajnabalhi, whose mind was attached to rituals. What good, O king, do you seek for yourself through rituals? Welfare lies in the cessation of sorrow and the attainment of happiness. And such welfare is not expected from them. The king replied, I know not the supreme good, O blessed one, my mind being distracted by rituals. Pray impart to me that pure wisdom whereby I may be freed from kaima. Sticking to the life of a householder, where one performs actions prompted by interested motives, and regarding sons, wife, and riches as the object of human pursuit, an ignorant man fails to attain the highest good and wanders in the pathways leading to transmigration. Narada said, O ruler of men, O king, behold the multitudes of creatures slaughtered by you in thousands as animals for sacrifice, merciless that you are. Retaining the memory of your cruelty, they eagerly wait for you, their anger having been roused, and will tear you with their horns made of steel when you have departed to the other world. In this connection, I will narrate to you the following old legend. Hear from me as I tell you the story of Puranjana. O king, there was a monarch of wide renown, Puranjana by name. He had a friend named Abhijiññāta, unknown, so called because his activities were unknown. Searching for an abode, the king ranged over the globe. When he did not find the suitable place, he felt dejected as it were. Seeking after pleasures, he rejected as many cities as there existed on the earth's surface, holding them unfit to yield such enjoyments. One day he saw on the southern ridges of the Himalayan range a city provided with 9 gates and exhibiting all the marks. Surrounded by a defensive wall, groves, watchtowers, and moats, eye-holes, and arched gateways. It was dense on all sides, with houses having turrets of gold, silver, and steel. The floor of its mansions being paved with sapphires, crystals, cat's-eye gems, pearls, emeralds, and rubies. The city was radiant with splendor as Bhagavati. It was provided with assembly halls, crossroads and highways, gambling houses, bazaars, and rest houses, banners waving from flagstaffs, and terraces built of coral. So I'm being tortured by the whoever's living above me. He's activating this machine to, move something across, drag something across the floor, and then throw something out the window. And at the end, it goes clunk, and he does it purposefully, like when I'm doing this, when I'm doing this, he's doing this like 20 times more. And that's how I know it's human operated, because when I'm not doing anything, he's not doing it. But if I'm doing this, he's doing it. So I've been tortured like this for the past 3 weeks, and I don't know how to handle it. If you're, working for the Russian Jews, please help me out, because I'm 47. These people treat me like I'm a 12-year-old. They don't even treat me like a human being, to tell you the truth, because they lie to my face all the time and try to subdue me with their lies, and they wonder why they're dying. Anyway, they don't understand anything about God, so what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna keep reading, even with all the tortures that is going on from above me. If you work for God, if you kill that person above me torturing me, you might go to heaven for sure, for forever and ever and ever. Thank you very much. I just can't live like this anymore. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just wish for evil people's death every single day and pray about it until they're gone. It's not my first time doing it either. Here we go. Narada said, O ruler of men, O king, behold the multitudes of creatures slaughtered by you in thousands as animals for sacrifice, merciless that you are. Retaining the memory of your cruelty, they eagerly wait for you, their anger having been roused, and will tear you with their horns made of steel when you have departed to the other world. In this connection, I will narrate to you the following old legend. Hear from me as I tell you the story of Puranjana. O king, there was a monarch of wide renown, Puranjana by name. He had a friend named Abhijiññāta, so called because his activities were unknown. Searching for an abode, the king ranged over the globe. When he did not find a suitable place, he felt dejected as it were. Seeking after pleasures, he rejected as many cities as there existed on the earth's surface, holding them unfit to yield such enjoyments. One day, he saw on the southern ridges of the Himalayan range a city provided with 9 gates and exhibiting all the marks. Surrounded by a defensive wall, grooves, watchtowers, and moats, eye-holes, and arched gateways, it was dense on all sides with houses having turrets of gold, silver, and steel. The floor of its mansions being paved with sapphires, crystals, cat's-eye gems, pearls, emeralds, and rubies. The city was radiant with splendor as Bhagavati. It was provided with assembly halls, crossroads, and highways, gambling houses, bazaars, and rest houses, banners waving from flagstaffs and terraces built of coral. Now there was a park in the outskirts of the city, which was full of celestial trees and creepers, and spotted with lakes echoing the noise of warbling birds and humming bees. The margin of its lotus ponds was enriched with trees, whose boughs and young leaves waved gently in the breeze, blowing from flower beds and charged with the spray from cool cascades. And he's walking over, going like stomping on the ground. The margin of its lotus ponds was enriched with trees, whose boughs and young leaves waved gently in the breeze, blowing from flower beds and charged with the spray from cool cascades. There was no molestation caused in that park by the various species of wild animals that were wedded to non-violence like hermits. The passerby thought himself invited to that place by the notes of cuckoos. In that garden he beheld a most charming damsel, who had arrived by chance, coming with 10 attendants. He's like accelerating his torture right now. If you're a murderer or a rapist, what I'm doing right now, even reading the translation, because I'm reading the translation after the Sanskrit, it might kill you. So, he has no choice but to torture me, I guess. Murderer, rapist, probably a rapist, most likely. Here we go. In that garden he beheld a most charming damsel, who had arrived by chance, coming with 10 attendants, each of whom was the spouse of 100 wives. She was guarded on all sides by a 5-footed serpent that was a bodyguard to her. 16 years of age, incapable of assuming any form at will, she was out in quest of a husband. The girl had a shapely nose, beautiful teeth, lovely cheeks, and a charming countenance, and bore in her symmetrical ears the splendor of earrings. Clad in a tawny skirt and adorned with a girdle of gold, that lady with well-formed hips and swarthy of complexion looked like a goddess as she walked with her feet making a tinkling sound by their anklets. Moving with the gait of an elephant, she covered with the end of her garment out of modesty her close-knit, symmetrical, and spherical breasts, which bespoke the advent of youth. Pierced by her affectionate sidelong glances, with the outer corner of her eyes serving as its shaft on her eyebrows, dancing for love, as the bow, the gallant youth spoke in a winning tone to the girl, who looked charming with her bashful smiles. Who are you, O pretty damsel, with eyes resembling the petals of a lotus? Whose daughter are you, and whence are you here, O noble girl? Tell me, O timid one, what you intend to do in the outskirts of this city. Who are these 10 attendants of yours, led by that great warrior, who makes the 11th? Again, who are these young women, O beautiful lady? And what about this serpent going before you? Are you Hri, or Bhagavati, or Vag, or Rama, living in seclusion like a hermitess in this forest in search for... Are you Hri, or Bhagavati, or Vag, or Rama, living in seclusion like a hermitess in this forest in search for your Lord, who has realized all his ambitions by merely craving for your feet? Where has the lotus bud dropped from the tips of your fingers? You are none of these, O damsel with well-formed thighs, since you touch the ground. Be pleased to grace the city with myself, an eminent hero of extraordinary prowess, even as Shri adorns the transcendental realm with Lord Vishnu. Instigated by you, through your playful eyebrows, conspiring with your bashful and loving smiles, the all-powerful love is harassing me, whose mind has been distracted by your sidelong glances. Therefore, show your grace to me, O beautiful one. Raise and show me your sweet-tongued countenance, with its charming eyebrows and eyes possessed of lovely pupils, which is screened by dark tresses hanging low, and not facing me through bashfulness, a damsel with bright smiles. The torture has gone, like he like leveled up on his torture. Now it's gonna be. That's why I have this. This looks like the third world. This is actually hell. Actually, I guess they're okay with a living space being hell. They don't care. That's why I said they're not human. I have my cannabis. Hopefully God will do something in King Yahusha's name. Narada continued, enamored of the heroic Puranjana, who thus courted her like one who had lost one's patience. The girl smilingly greeted him, O valiant monarch. We are not fully aware of our own progenitor, or ornament among men, nor do we know the progenitor of anyone else, who is responsible for the family name, no less than for the family. We are not fully aware of our own progenitor, or ornament among men, nor do we know the progenitor of anyone else, who is responsible for the family name, no less than for the name of the progeny. We only know our being present here today, nothing beyond that. Nor do we know him who built this city for our abode, O brave one. These men and women are my male and female companions, O courteous one. When I am asleep, this serpent keeps awake guarding the city. Thank heaven you have come. May all be well with you. With the help of my kinsfolk, I shall secure for you the sensuous pleasures you long to obtain, O vanquisher of foes. Occupy you the city with 9 gates, O Lord, enjoying for 100 years the sensuous pleasures made available by me. Whom else save you should I delight? Him who is ignorant of enjoyment, unwise, unmindful of the future life, and heedless about his duty for the morrow. A mere brute. It is here, indeed, that one attains religious merit, worldly riches and sense gratification, the joy of having a son, the privilege of eating the leavings of a sacrifice, and fame as well as worlds that are free from misery and sin, all of which are unknown to recluses. The wise declare the life of a householder as the asylum affording protection in this world to the manes, gods, rashis, human beings and other living beings, as well as to the householder himself. What woman of my category, O brave one, will not accept for her husband a renowned, generous, charming, and beloved personality like you? What woman's mind on this earth would not cling to your arms, resembling the body of a serpent, O mighty armed one? It is in order to wipe out the agony of helpless and forlorn creatures, with your smiling glances imbued with compassion, that you move about. Narada went on. Having thus signified on that spot their mutual agreement, the couple entered that city and rejoiced for 100 years. Glorified everywhere in a sweet voice by panegyrists, Puranjana sported in the midst of damsels and entered a river during the hot weather. For the passage of whosoever was the ruler in the city to other territories, 7 gates of that city had been constructed in the upper part, and 2 in the lower. 5 entrances opened towards the east, 1 towards the south, another towards the north, and 2 faced the west. I mentioned their names, O king. 2 of the eastern gates, Kadiotang and Āmēn, have been built at the same place. Accompanied by Āmēn, Puranjana traveled to the land of Viprajita through these 2. 2 more portals in the east, Nalini and Nalini, had been constructed adjacently. They spell it wrong. Adjacently. Accompanied by Avatutang, he sallied forth by them to the territory of Saurabha. The 5th entrance, facing the east, was called Mukhiyan. accompanied by Rasajinya and Pitpanu, the ruler of the city, went by this to the lands of Āpanu and Bahudana. Pitruhu was the gate in the south of the city. Accompanied by Shurutatara, Puranjana went to the kingdom of south of Panchala. The entrance in the north of the city was called by the name of Devahu. Accompanied by Shurutatara, Puranjana went to the dominion of North Panchala. Asuri was the name of the gate. Asuri was the name of the gate on the west. Accompanied by Dulmada, Puranjana proceeded by that to the territory of Gramaka. The entrance on the west was called Nururati. Accompanied by Lubutaka, Puranjana moved to the country known by the name of Vaishasa. Two of the city gates, Nilbanaka, Vaishasakarat, led to blind alleys. The Lord of those endowed with vision, Puranjana, went about and did with the help of these two. Whenever he went to the gymnasium, accompanied by Vishujinan, he gave way to infatuation, complacence, and joy induced by his wife and children. Thus deeply attached to action and beguiled, the foolish king, whose mind was given over to sense gratification, did exactly what the queen did. Now, on her drinking wine, he too drank wine and was overcome with intoxication. And now, on her dining, he took his dinner, and on her proceeding to eat something crisp, he too ate it along with her. Sometimes, when she sang, he sang, and on other occasions, when she wept, he wept. Again, on her laughing, he laughed, and on her prattling, he too prattled like her. Now, when she ran, he ran. On her standing, he likewise remained standing. On her going to bed, he similarly went to bed, and now, on her sitting down, he likewise sat down. Sometimes, when she listened, he listened, and on her seeing, he too saw the same thing. Again, on her proceeding to smell, he smelt it, and on some occasions, when she touched, he touched it. Now, when his wife appeared sorrowful, he became sorrowful after her like one afflicted. On her rejoicing, he too similarly rejoiced, and on her feeling happy, he too felt happy. Thus deluded by the queen, and having completely lost his nature, the foolish king helplessly and involuntarily imitated his wife like a monkey, kept for amusement. Interesting. Vedic literature is something else. I want to read that last shloka again. Thus deluded by the queen and having completely lost his nature, the foolish king helplessly and involuntarily imitated his wife like a monkey kept for amusement. Okay, thus ends the 25th discourse forming part of the parable of Puranjana in Book 4 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramahamsa Samhitam. Okay, thank you very much. I'm done. So we're gonna do a second chanting session. Just that's to wrap everything up. 8 rounds minimum. I think I did 8 rounds this morning, so I might need to do 10 rounds because I have to do 18 total. So I'll do that. I'm also chanting outside as well, so 18 rounds inside, and then whatever because I have a different chanting method now. I've combined the Baphomet mark of the beast with the Gana Dvaiva Manantara Dhamira. The 5 points of the stars represents the counterclockwise going about giving that. It says is a form of spiritual yamaka. Yamaka is not this what I'm talking about. Yama means death, and yamaka means death parade. An archer on a chariot, the chariot goes counterclockwise the whole time in circle, drawing a circle, I guess. In the same place is is going counterclockwise all the time while the archer is shooting 100 arrows per second. Back 5,100 years ago when things were more possible, I guess. So yeah, that was called yamaka or death parade, and it's not this hat that I'm wearing sounds very similar. Yamaka, yama means death, yamaka means death game or death parade, something like that. Death game, death video game. There's a similar, like, if you played an old video game, you're in a spaceship and you went around in clockwise or counterclockwise circling. You kept on shooting the enemy while you're circling. That's what is known as yamaka. And Baphomet has 5 points that you could go around in circles while you're chanting. That's also what I term yamaka, death parade. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. So chanting's next. I'm gonna take a little break. Thinking whether I should eat beforehand. Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna chant and then I'll eat again. I eat twice a day, or try to anyway. After I heal, definitely twice a day. So probably like maybe once or twice a month. I won't eat the whole day. If you could handle it, not eating makes you feel better. Okay. have a good day. Namaste.